and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to
The Mac Knows Worst with your host, Tyler McAnally.
You think I'm going out like Jesse James? I was like, y'all think I'm going to shoulder through you and jump off this fifth floor balcony?
Featuring Autumn the Glue.
It's like the Dorothy shoes. Click 3 times, your cousin shows up with a shotgun.
And Black Adam.
First you had my curiosity, now you have my attention.
Get ready to experience The Mac Knows Worst.
Yeah.
That's right.
We need to build an octagon and let people duke it out.
Absolutely.
What movie was that they did that?
Is it Here Comes the Boom?
No.
Boom!
No, I'm thinking of the one with Will Ferrell where they make a casino in their house.
So Will Ferrell, they built a casino in the house?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I need to know.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah. No, but they end up, it's worth a Google. They end up like, you know, it's all these suburbanite couples and they've turned their house.
It's called The House.
Yeah, The House. And they're trying to do it to raise money for their daughter's college, you know.
It's only rated a 5.6 out of 10.
Fuck that. That
20% on Rotten Tomatoes?
What?
Who are you people?
Jesus Christ. What's the crowd score, though? That's got to be the critic score.
That's where it's got to be. Yeah.
Because that movie's fucking hilarious, bro.
There are people who think adults shouldn't play dress up.
Oh, good fucking point.
Yeah. No, is it Tina Fey, right?
The audience
Will Ferrell
score
and Tina Fey.
is,
Yeah.
no, it's the other one.
It's not Tina Fey.
No.
It's Parks and Rec lady, isn't it?
Yes.
And Amy Poehler.
Amy
Poehler.
Poehler.
Yeah.
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 35% audience score.
What?
Wow.
Jesus. Really?
I'm looking.
That movie's fucking hilarious. But the scene I'm thinking of is like, the girls are getting into it, and he's like, starts setting up a fight
awful
ring,
script and
it's-
acting. Not funny at all.
What?
The next one. Funny stuff, funny movie, gonna watch it again.
Yes. There we go.
I need the people that say that it's a bad movie to go get surgery and have a funny bone placed in their body.
See, I get certain movies. Yeah, you could
We are
say
not
even though they're
the-
comedy, they're not fucking good.
We're not the only people that
But-
feel this way. There are a lot of people on this thread that are like extremely surprised at the reviews here. This film is genuinely funny, engaging, and unpredictable. It also is fast-paced, weird, and completely adds up. I really enjoyed this. Why don't you guys like this?
What's really weird is some of these movies, they get shitty critic scores in the theaters, and then they become cult classics on
Yeah.
DVD.
Tons of them.
Like
Darkness.
Waiting, Office Space, Superbad actually didn't perform all that great, but then, once it got on DVD,
So I didn't know about Superbad.
like it had buzz, but because at the time, Jonah Hill, none of those kids were known.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen was the highlight of that movie in terms of A-list stars, or he was probably about B+ at the time, It's one of those things, man. Those movies are good. But
Yeah,
because
they
people
resurface
go
all
to
the time.
critic them, get out of here, man.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You gotta. It's like my bar for action movies. There's shitty action movies that people say were terrible, probably have terrible scores. That was a good watch for me, like all the B action movies. Yeah, you expect a certain level of the script to be bad. I mean, you don't expect it to be great.
There's about every
Like, lower your bar.
one.
Just enjoy the humor that's there. Enjoy the action that's there.
For every 5 bad reviews, there is steadily one incredible review that states all of the shit that they love about it. And then there'll be 3 or 4 I hate this movie, it's horrible. And then it's like, holy shit, Will Ferrell, Amy Poehler, you guys don't like this. And then it just repeats.
The people that love it defend it to death. They put so much detail into their response. They're like, this is why it's great, X, Y, and Z. Oh, yeah. I can be like that with my Marvel and Star Wars movies.
I'm like that with a lot of things.
Quantumania got a lot of negative critic reviews when
we
it first
saw it. I
released.
thought it was good.
I thought it was good too.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Bro, can I just say that I was looking under this table and saw whoever's boots those are over there and can see the monitor and was too scared to look up because I thought something was standing there because I was like, those aren't my boots.
You
Who the
weren't
fuck
gonna
is
tell
standing
me?
there? And I was too scared to fucking look. But I was like, bro, if somebody sees somebody standing there, they gotta say something.
Yes,
like,
please.
No, Caitlin, there's no one at all. What are you looking at?
Bro,
really
and then
let
I
you
leaned
believe it.
over and saw that there was a shirt on top of it. Was like, oh, thank God.
I had Maddie bring me clothes for after work because I was not wearing.
Bro, I was
Psychology
like,
clothes.
oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
See, what's that meme that was like, my mom saw my vape cloud and she was like, did you see that? And I was like, oh my God, you saw that too? And now I got to pretend my house is haunted until I move out.
And then like a horror movie begins whenever like they move out, and then all of a sudden it stops being haunted.
Yeah.
That's because they attached to you and followed
No,
you.
you know what was great is we watched that series on Netflix, like the haunt. What is it? The House on Silent Hill or something?
The house on
Hotel Cecil?
No. It's the series with the chick.
The Haunting of Hill House.
Oh, Haunting a Hill House in Bly Manor.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Hill House one. You know, it's
I
haunted.
couldn't finish that.
That
I
shit
could not
was pretty
finish
good.
that.
It was great.
So
I can't
good.
finish it. I
But that
can't do
was
it.
one where they moved away from the house, but they owned it, so like they made sure nobody ever lived in it again, and then it followed them out of the house.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't
Yeah.
fucking. Oh my
Bro,
God.
it's so
No,
good.
that shit
Those
was
are the
incredible.
movies that terrify
So
me.
fuck-
Those
yeah,
are the
that
shows
show's
that
fucking
terrify me
terrifying.
because it can happen.
Oh yeah.
It can happen and you have no fucking control over that.
Yeah. I don't
This
know.
is why I ignore what I think I see. I'm like, nope.
That's
I'm
why
good.
you're
Fuck
alive.
You. I'm
That's
good.
why you're
I
alive.
Just
don't
crawl
see
back
you.
under my blanket and pretend there's nothing there.
Bro, for real, I was laying in bed and I thought something popped up at the top of the stairs, and I just was like, they didn't see that I looked at them. I'm just watching TV. Fuck this shit.
When I was very young, I want you to keep in mind I was very young. When I used to go to sleep, I had watched a vampire movie,
Yeah.
and I was so terrified of vampires. I would literally sleep with the blankets over my head, and I would leave room to breathe, and I felt because I wasn't seen like I'd be fine.
Hell yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
listen.
Blanket of
Okay,
security,
I have an
man.
opposite story to that. Okay, so I've always been like a really, really vivid dreamer. So when I was a kid, I also have horrible vision too. So that plays in as well. So I would be asleep, and this one night I woke up, and I typically do that thing. Oh. Whoop. I typically do that thing where I think I see something, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna act like I'm asleep. This is not gonna, you know what happened. So this night I just didn't do that for some fucking reason. I was sleeping in the floor with my brother and my mom and everything, and we were just like having a sleepover in the living room, and I wake up and it's like really dimly lit, and it's like in the middle of the night, and I had been having this dream about something, you know, when you wake up and you can't remember what you're dreaming about.
Yeah.
So, but whenever I woke up, I kind of like was looking into like our dining room that flows into the kitchen, because that's just where my head was positioned. And no shit, I saw like this lady like standing there, just like staring at me. She looks like the dead. She looks like a ghost, but like has substance to her. So I'm like paralyzed and I cannot move. And then I continue like hyperventilate as I like think I see like this creature like walking towards me. And then all of a sudden, like my mom woke up, and then I turned on the light because I had been terrified. It was just my brain that thought I saw that. We had been doing laundry and like hung the clothes over the
classic
dining room
laundry
chair.
monster,
And I was, and
yes.
we had they were just hanging up clothes that
man.
were laying over there. And I almost
Yeah.
peed myself as a child.
It's that meme that every girl has a chair in their room, and in
Yeah.
the daylight, it looks like it's just covered in clothes, and at night, it's a person sitting there.
Because it goes back
Thank
to
God
what we
don't
were
have that
talking
chair.
about. Like,
It's our dresser.
whenever your brain sees something that's kind of
Ditto.
human and just turns it into a human.
Are you talking? Obviously, you're talking about you have like a touch of sleep paralysis when you're in shock, you can't move. I read something, and you might know a little bit about this. I read something that sleep paralysis is you've awakened, but your brain hasn't caught up yet, so you're still dreaming.
Can I actually
Absolutely.
tell you what that means physiologically?
Yeah.
So whenever you go to sleep, I'm learning about cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. So we're learning about sleep cycles.
Somnomnia.
Somnomnia. It's actually called
That's when you
insomnolence.
can't sleep and eat.
So
Somnomnomnomnomnia.
okay, so whenever you fall asleep, your body goes through these stages of sleep. It's like the lightest sleep. Then you drip down into like a little deeper sleep. And then whenever you get to the deep, deep sleep, that's when like your body is being like regrown. It's being healed. It's like allowing your body to heal. So all of your muscles are kind of paralyzed in that state.
Is this why they
Because-
put you in comas, medical induced comas, so your body heals quicker?
I don't
'Cause
know.
You're in deep sleep.
Maybe, but in the lighter sleep is when you're kind of like you're consolidating like your brain, like you're learning for the day, all of those things, like developmental things in your brain, mood stuff, like mood regulation, things like that. And then whenever you get in your deeper sleep, that's when you heal your body. You're supposed to wake up during like lighter sleep, like in REM sleep or in things like that, because you're more alert and like your body's also moving too. But if you suddenly wake up during a really, really deep REM sleep, it can paralyze your body for just a fraction of a second. But I mean, if you've got anxiety, if you're predisposed to that stuff, if it runs in your family, yeah.
Shit,
like,
fraction of a second seemed like a fucking eternity if you're still caught there.
So
Yeah, no
sleep
kidding.
sleep cycles I read last like your sleep cycles are 75 to 90 minutes for a full cycle, something in that range. So I saw like one of those Facebook reels. It was some doctor that specializes in sleep. They said the people that hit the snooze button, because let's say you hit the snooze button at
Easy,
6
Adam.
a.m. Well, hey, this might help you because it helped me.
Shit.
6 a.m., you go, 15 more minutes. Well, you fall back asleep and you get into like, you start that cycle and then that snooze button interrupts it. It said it can take up to 4 hours to get rid of that groggy feeling because your body needs to reboot or whatever.
Or one sugar-free Monster and a cinnamon roll
Actually,
from the vending machine.
can I?
There's
I
healthier
can-
ways to go about it, sure, but fuck,
In
man.
the same
now, I try
way,
not
you
to drink
can-
one every day, but it's so hard.
They're so good.
Got so caffeine addicted in the mornings. It's terrible.
I've tried to switch over to
Well, I
Mountain
do the
Dew.
sugar-free, the Ultra Sunrise, but now it's so hard.
I think caffeine, actually, I read that it's actually doesn't wake you up. It tricks your body into thinking you're not tired. Like it blocks those.
And whenever you
Lots of
first
substances
drink
out there to
coffee
do
or
that.
you drink caffeine, it has effects on your brain that last after they peak and you're kind of feeling groggy. Caffeine stays in your blood for hours. So even if
We
like,
were talking about that last night.
yeah, because Jaylee wanted to drink fucking sweet tea an hour before bed and then woke up this morning with her stomach hurting. Yeah,
She goes to
because
school today. She's down.
no.
I brought Alana to the gas station last time we podcasted because I had to pick her up from the play deal.
I just remembered we're getting food.
And we're in the gas station, and I said, "All right, pick out a drink." You know, she got a Monster and some snack, and then I was like, "I need to pick up some Trulies." We go to stand in line. I got the 12 or a Truly, and as I put it up on the counter, she's like, "Oh, I want to try Truly so bad, but you won't let me." And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh my God, these people probably think I'm a predator." I was like, I started another story. I was like, so how was so I said to her, I said, how was school today? You know, do I have to pick you up tomorrow from this or whatever? And it was
Yeah,
just
that didn't
so
look
weird.
suspicious.
Yeah, because she's 12, you know.
That didn't look
Don't be
suspicious when you're just like immediately talking. So
Don't
what's
be
for school tomorrow? What do you
suspicious.
got going this week?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I had Mad Dog 2020 or MD
Would've looked
2020.
her in the
dude. Yeah.
face and been like, "Are you absolutely lost your fucking mind?"
They'd have been like, oh yeah,
What?
that's mom. That's mom. Yep.
What?
It's so funny too because whenever you're out parenting and you can kind of feel that your other parental half is like kind of losing their footing a little bit, and then you're like, "Hey,
What the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah.
I need you to take about 130% off there, Squirrely Dan.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No kidding.
something." Jay said something the other day, and I turned it and I looked at Tyler. And then I looked back at her, and thank God you responded before I did, because I don't even remember what I was going to say. But it's just that half a second breather where I'm like, did you fucking hear that too?
What the fuck?
Meanwhile, I'm already talking like, hey, attitude, motherfucker. Oh.
May I add, I've never lit my cigarette with a fucking candle before.
Well, it's the first time forever.
Doesn't
First
that
time.
candle smell beautiful?
I can't really smell
I don't know. It's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's
I just got
Carpe
the ambiance.
Blue scented volcano. It is
That sounds
beautiful.
interesting. How did they bottle that scent in essence?
It doesn't actually smell like a
They
volcano.
seized the
but it
blue
is-
volcano there?
Yeah, they did.
They
and
synthesized
it.
it.
Is beautiful.
No, Carpe Blue Volcano.
No, the brand is Carpe Blue. The scent is volcano. Ya butthead.
But it shouldn't be because volcanoes are not blue.
And
Like,
they don't smell that good.
They've got red and orange and
They
yellow,
smell like
brown.
magma.
They smell like a magma.
They smell
Liquid hot
Dr. Evil,
magma.
liquid hot magma.
Dude, I used to
Here's my
love those
mini.
movies. I hear there's rumors that the fourth one's written and ready to go,
Get the
but
fuck outta
he
here.
can't get funding. Like no
Finish up
studio
that
wants
beer.
to make
Fucking
it.
crowdsource that, bro.
But my
I'll
whole
throw
thing-
20 on it.
My whole thing is all these studios rebooting shit and using old IPs. Why would you not bring back Austin Powers? You know what
I
you
would
do? You
love
bring
that.
back to where he has a kid and you find someone young enough that can carry the franchise.
And
for
this
15
movie
years.
opens with them in a gas station, and the kid says something weird about wanting to try a Truly, and he's like, "Hey,
Hey,
Smashing, baby. Here's a White Claw. Yeah.
Hey, man, he was a player, but he was respectful of women.
Was he?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
mean,
guess. I don't
yeah.
know. He was.
At least that one, when he's
You
like,
know-
it wouldn't
you know
be
those
right, darling,
movies-
you're drunk,
Those movies did tread that line very
yeah,
well.
very,
yeah.
very thinly.
Yep.
Very
They gave him a
thinly.
good personality.
But, yeah, now, like the scene where she's drunk, he's like, it wouldn't be right, you're drunk, Even that little bit. But
respectable."
as far as I think that line with those movies would be crossed in the current climate. They'd have to revamp some stuff.
Some of
'cause
them,
there'd be some
yeah.
outcry, but also it's fucking Austin Powers, man.
I know. Yeah.
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 It fucks with everybody.
Austin Powers, baby.
If we can have Borat, we can have Austin Powers.
You know what they should do? They should get Seth Green to play Austin Powers' son, and then he turns into Dr. Evil, and he plays a dual role. Oh yeah, and then Fat Bastard had a kid, so like it's all Seth Green.
No.
Hey, when that Family Guy money runs up, when they cancel Family Guy, which I hope they never do,
That part.
if he ever doesn't have the gig on Family Guy, boom, Austin Powers will carry him another 20 years, man. I'm telling you. Telling you. Seth Green.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That
I
is
was
really
like,
all you
wait,
need. Is just a
wait.
couple of really, really good ideas.
All you
And you're just
need
cool.
is love.
What
Me too.
what notes did you have written down, my lovely dear, over there?
Stuff that your parents wouldn't let you have in the house.
Oh yeah,
That you couldn't do as a kid.
that's what it was.
There was a lot for me, which was weird. My brother was 9 years older than me.
Down in crazy Clearwater, Florida, there was rules.
Well, here's the thing.
Got
Like,
fake stock people, man.
my brother's was not,
always feel
9 years older than me.
somebody's
He used to
stalking
walk in
me.
with friends all the time, this and that. They used to do everything. He could go out to all hours of the night. Then when I was in high school, bam, nothing. I couldn't have friends over, couldn't do this, couldn't do that. And, my mother's gone now, but never, what sucks? Never got closure on why,
Ooh.
like
You
why.
wanna- the biggest thing that I wasn't able to do was like when I turned 18, my mom was like, I don't care. You can get as many tattoos as you want, but no holes. No holes. She doesn't like piercings.
That's weird.
So that was like the one thing. Cause like, man, my mom, when I was in high school, my mom knew who and what I was doing.
So yeah, even as a 28, 29-year-old
intended.
adult, I still caught some shit when I pierced my ears. Not like
I was able to do the one holes.
you know what? I take that
When
back.
I
Not
turned
really.
18
I could tell
16
they were
and that
kind of
was
like,
it.
but they were like, oh
But
yeah,
now
looks
look
good
at
on
all the
you.
holes that I have at a fuck the patriarchy.
Then I
Isn't
got
it
my
crazy?
seconds, my uppers done, and Mom was like, "It's gonna go up the whole ear now," and I was like, "No." She's like, "But I have wanted one up here," and I was like, "Yeah, see."
Isn't
Well, I
it
got 11 in
crazy how
just
they
my ears.
care?
Fuck that shit.
They care about like stupid shit like that, but like none about like growing like good humans.
She was the first one in the family to get a tattoo, bro. She was the first one in the family to get a tattoo.
Yeah, my Grammy still. She's like, I don't
Yeah.
know why you had those
Mom's cool as
tattoos, and I
shit.
was like, because they're pretty.
Can I also
Because I
just
like
say
'em.
that
Like 'em.
grandparents
I
are
love
also
them.
traumatizing, man. Growing up, oh man, I was like, you want to criticize me on my way? You should criticize your own daughter. I mean, now that we're doing good now, like my mom's working on it and shit, but I'm like, bro, that's
God.
traumatizing to hear as like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, they're gonna get enough body image issues at school, man.
I
It's
was
a
like, bro,
fucking-
I'm like
it's a
healthy right now,
safari
and they would still
hunting
tell me that
ground
I am
out there.
fat.
It's vicious. It's fucking vicious.
If I asked
Except
my
it's just
grandmother,
filled with
she would
hyenas.
definitely tell me that if I asked her right now, I was 26 years old, and hey, am I fat? She would definitely say yes. And I'd be like, no, bitch, I've been fat with an F. I'm fat with a PH now, okay?
See, in my family, we never had that at all because we were all just like genetically had very nice bottom halves. So like every single person in my family is just like, you know what? Like you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're literally built exactly the way that you're supposed to. And like we just all hype each other up, and like all
'Cause
of
we're
our
all
like
built the
husbands
same.
too. Like
Wish. Are you really drinking Keystone? Ooh.
It was cheap, man.
He said it was cheap,
I'm
man.
drinking this blackberry shine
Yeah,
wine
I'm drinking
shit
fucking-
from the
Hey.
That her mother brought that over, by the way. Yeah.
I'm drinking Malibu strawberry and coconut instead of fucking gin.
Did you bring the
broke
moonshine
weed, bro.
things down?
Yeah, I hear that.
Wait, there's
Yeah.
moonshine?
Did you bring the moonshine things down?
You got some
Oh,
moonshine.
I do
Oh.
have some moonshines.
Shit, yeah, I forgot her stepdad gave us some moonshine stuff.
Some moonshine stuff or moonshine?
Moonshine shots. They're little mini shots. They're cute.
I mean, hey man, it's alcohol, yeah.
It's better than Malibu.
Yeah.
Not that these are bad.
look,
I just
she's
like
going
my
up our
fucking liquor.
stairs.
Bye.
I'll get her on the way down.
Oh, bless it.
I should call my brother and wish him a happy birthday. Like now.
How old's your brother?
He's
And ask him why your mom stopped letting you have
Oh,
people
God,
over.
Are we going for closure today?
That's the best time to bring it up when people aren't focused on themselves.
Story.
What was my story about?
I don't know. You want to let up? Oh, we started with your brother, and then
Oh yeah, and
we
then
devolved. Into
no, but
something
you
else.
just said something.
I said that's the best time to bring something up to people is when they're focused on themselves.
Watermelon.
Kind of lowers
And down
their
comes Caitlin from the Mac Knows Worst staircase.
straight from the trap door of our bunker.
It's Trap Caitlin.
Wild cherry.
What the fuck are these?
Big orange dreamsicle. Watermelon. Dream cream. Watermelon. They're
Dream cream.
That sounds like a porn movie or something.
I was actually interested in that.
So was I a little bit.
What are you getting?
The dreamsicle.
Dreamsicle.
Ooh.
Wild cherry, watermelon, and dream cream.
I think this may be the same brand that Mom and Dad got one time. Did y'all ever see? It was an old video. Old in the dark ages of YouTube, right?
Oh God, I remember that.
It may have been a little closer to the future, but it was when these dudes went down like the top 50, top 100 list of ghetto names. Yeah, no, and they go through and they're like, one of them was like, Watermelon Drea. And then they're like, and the number one ghetto name in the world is Courtney.
No.
Yeah.
You? Oh my God! No, there's a guy.
It was fucking hilarious, man.
He's
it
from
was a different
old
time.
Vine. Oh my God! Do y'all remember Vine? Of course.
Yes.
Of course, we've talked
I
about
loved
that before.
Vine.
He does the. They got helmets on their heads, but I got a watermelon instead. He does
Yes.
all kinds of stuff, and he's
Yes.
got.
Fuck?
Oh my God! I gotta
Maybe
look
I
it
have
up.
bad memory of Vine.
Yes.
So we did speak upon Vine, and I think I told you. So Vine was bought by Twitter.
Right.
So maybe you start a movement. Maybe you tweet at Elon, "Hey man, bring Vine back. You could overtake TikTok."
Vine back!
Could you imagine that coming from Arkansas?
I don't know, man. TikTok's so
It's
well
got to come from somewhere.
ingrained.
Those come. Everything comes in twos. One sets the precedent. The other one does better. Like it enhances on it. So you had MySpace,
MySpace and Facebook, yeah.
and then you had Vine, then TikTok, and then
Because
Snapchat.
they get
something.
bought out by the same people.
Watch Snapchat will have something else to come out.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Oh, so getting back to the ghetto names. So there was these two brothers, right, that I seen these ghetto names on, and one was named Orangelo, and the other one, his twin, was named Lamangelo. Orangelo and Lamangelo. Yeah.
Bryson, a Bryson.
No, but they sound like fruits, like orange and
orange
lemons.
and lemon. Orangelo, Lamangelo. They literally put orange
Jello, orange
Lemon
jello, and
Jello.
lemon jello, and they just put like an apostrophe on it.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, man.
Are you gelling?
And they're fucking twins. And I thought to myself, I said, man,
The citrus twins.
growing up and in high school must have been really difficult for them unless they were absolute studs. Like
Right.
high school football team, Letterman shit. Yeah.
No, if not, tough fucking raisin right there. Yeah, no. So you said you didn't have your mom didn't let you have people over at the house. Is that what you?
Yeah, it was really weird. So my brother is 9 years older than me. And, you know, I'm like 8, 9 years old. I'm watching him bring friends over, going out and doing whatever, not really checking in, just doing what he wanted. Then when I got in high school, it was like I was on lockdown. And my brother wasn't in anything bad. He was actually wholesome. He played sports. He was actually the DD. I don't think he drank until he was like 22.
Jesus.
Yeah, and my brother
Admirable.
my brother was real straight edge.
Clap for
yeah,
that.
my brother's an awesome guy, dude. Fucking let's give him a round of applause.
You said it was his birthday today?
It is his birthday today.
Yeah. No, so
100%.
Adam, so were you, I mean, on the whole, besides the having friends over, like on the whole, was it strict growing up? You have like a lot of rules, or was it just
Okay,
you
so
couldn't
let
have
me
friends over?
break this down to you. I was kept under, I wouldn't say lock and key, but that's the best analogy I can think of.
Yeah.
Asking to do things, it was one of those things where the answer was always no, and then I just started doing them anyway, and then got in trouble, and then got into the loop where it was like, well, you should have asked. Well, I already fucking know the answer was no.
Sagittarius stellium.
Yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm going, no, like, I'm just going to keep doing this. When I just got my license, I had fucking, we used to keep the keys on a hook near the door.
Yep.
And I just got my license, and a couple buddies were doing something, and I said, I'll drive. I took my mom's Lexus,
Jesus Christ.
and
man.
about an hour and a half into it, when she figured it out, she called the police. And she calls me and she says, look, I have reported the car stolen. You need to come home right now.
God.
So
That's
I had
one
to
way
get
to drive it into your fucking head.
Yeah, I had to hightail it home. I dropped the homies off wherever they needed to be. I went home, and yeah, it was
fucking tough parenting. Right
Yeah.
there. Shit.
But you know, I know a lot of people whose parents are like that. They're like, I reported this stolen. You better fucking bring it back.
See,
And
my parents would have never, man. They would have not done that harm and just let me get home and then been like, oh, you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna wish the cops had fucking gotten a hold of you.
yeah.
Yeah, no. I had, I grew up fucking pastors as parents, and they were way different back in the day than they are these days. They're cool, calm, and relaxed. My mom's still mom, she's wild. But no, they're a lot more relaxed than that shit. And by the time I was 14, 15, and all the kids are on the house or on their way out,
Yeah.
they were pretty calm about stuff. So most of my restriction, like the biggest fucking one, honestly, was that's why I love Harry Potter so much. I wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter when it came out.
Was that because
It's
was that
it
because of
witchcraft.
religion and witchcraft? Yeah.
It was witchcraft, man. Like I said, parents are totally different these days.
And look at us
Fucking
now
love it. Yeah.
with our tarot cards and our crystals outside under the full moon.
I'm
And the
telling
Deathly
you.
Hollows tattooed behind the ear.
I'm about to say my sister's got
like
the
a
Deathly
banshee,
Hollows
And those-
tattooed on her.
I've got astrologies and flowers on my hip.
Absolutely.
No, that's like mom and dad like Harry Potter now. It's different. They're like I said, they're completely different. But that was a big one, man. I didn't get to
I'm still
experience
trying to
reading
get my
that
mom
shit.
on that.
When I was still a decent enough kid at that age, when Harry Potter came out, then I wasn't gonna go behind my parents' back, But that was a huge one. And then we were only allowed to listen to, for the longest, just Christian music.
I can't get over
Only
the dog.
Christian
I'm
music.
sorry.
Used to jam a lot of Christian rap.
Christian rap.
Christian rap, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, my ex
used to
stepmother
rock
was
that
into
shit
that
out
too.
in my Walkman, in my cargo shorts with my rollerblades on.
You were a rollerblade guy, not a roller skate?
I was a rollerblade guy.
Yeah, I was a rollerblade guy, too.
It was a cool thing to do.
I've put the fucking
You put the skates
rollerblades on
on?
in Khalil's, dude.
Yeah,
Afterwards,
you
when we used to
did.
sit and play pool afterwards, I
Did
was
you go
fucking.
bring trays around to everybody?
No, we were
No, he
no,
was just skating
no,
around.
because I had worked, so I had been partaking in the evening, and fucking, we were all shooting pool afterwards, and somebody brought up skating, and I was like, oh, I got my rollerblades in the trunk, and they're like,
Of course
really?
you did.
And
Why did you have your rollerblades in the trunk?
because I take the
The
kids
same
skating
reason he had an
sometimes.
airsoft pistol in the club.
Caitlin's got
compartment.
bad knees. I say go when I'm at work because I ain't going.
I love skating.
I wish I could. I can't with my knees. They won't let me. It said no.
I mean, it was anyway, but I was zipping around and I was backwards and this in between the tables and shit. Yeah,
I was
bro.
like, can I
like-
see it on ice?
Yeah, my knees are pretty rough these days. Even just, I don't know, I'm only fucking 30, but honestly, my knees are a little.
Maddie had
they're
a
little-
story
they're
about
a little
something.
janky, man.
Totally traded
so
for
what
the
do
dog.
we got, Miss Maddie?
So when y'all were talking about how y'all just started kind of just doing stuff, instead of like getting permission and getting caught and like mom calling the cops or waiting to get home. I genuinely went my entire rebellious years thinking that I never got caught doing anything. And then one time, my senior year of high school, I remember looking at my mom and being like, oh yeah, you never knew that I was smoking pot. And she was like, oh yeah? What about every Wednesday whenever you said you were going to church and you would come home and you couldn't look at anybody and you didn't talk to anybody and you literally just went straight to the kitchen, got something to eat and went to bed. And I was like...
See, and I feel like a lot of parents...
No, not those times.
It's
They
like they're
knew-
not stupid.
They knew, but they repressed it until you admitted it. They're like, confirmation, I fucking knew it, you
Yeah,
know?
fuck
Like,
yeah.
I always knew, but I didn't know, but now I know.
Yeah, and she would just lock the windows instead of like being like, hey, you need to get home now. She would just literally lock the windows. And one time I scared the shit out of her because I broke the window.
You know, crowbar, no way.
And she pulled a gun on me because she thought I was someone trying to break in.
See, look, I've been out with my buddy
I
Michael at a party
had
one night.
on me in
We
my
had
own
been,
house. That's
we've
wild.
been drinking, and obviously we wouldn't go back to my parents' house. But my sister lived right down the road from where we were out on Blue Jay Holler area, way out. Trail 86, not quite Blue Jay Hollow. Okay, Trail 86. Well, I was like, Michael, we'll just fuck crash here. Get there, door's locked. So I'm just opening the front window, and I'm about a quarter of the way into this shit. Fuck, I forgot about this gun. Yeah, about a quarter way into this fucking window, head and arms, and I hear a take one more step. And it's my fucking 6'4" brother-in-law who doesn't know that I'm supposed to be crashing there and wonders who the fuck's coming in his window at like 1 a.m. Yeah, that was, I was like, it's me. It's Tyler. Hey, whoa. Like, I'm freaking the fuck out, man. I was like, hold on,
You're
buddy.
lucky he showed restraint.
Dude.
So
Yeah.
that's what number of gun that you've had put on you again?
At that age?
83.
I was number... Shit, that probably would have been number 3 at that age. That would have been the next
I got
one.
one of the numbers right.
That would have been the next one after the day with the
duel.
old lady and the cop. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Grandma.
Yeah, that would have been that
Grandma.
one. Shout out
Grandma.
to Seth for getting number 3.
Bro,
At
when
least
you
I
said
think. Yeah, that would have been number 3.
when you said holler, all I can think of is the TikTok with Psy. Psy. What? There's a snake over in that holler. He just randomly shoots at the ground, and they're like, "What the Psy?" And he's like, "There was a snake over in that holler."
What is that, like Duck
did you
Dynasty
get
style?
him?
Yeah.
No.
Well, did you get it?
Look, man,
No.
if you've ever been to Perry County, you would understand what's Blue Jay Holler.
Holler.
That's the typical 90% of the population pronunciation of that fucking name. Beautiful country. Great fucking area.
Yeah, it's nice,
Yeah.
nice scenic, a little
You know,
Highway
thinking
10
about it,
through
Perry
there.
County seems like a great place to get a shotgun pulled on you.
Yeah,
See,
twice
like,
apparently.
Since I'm not from here, I don't know anything about like the different areas, but I've heard a little bit about there. No, nothing good. But nothing good. Nothing
Man,
good.
it's on the up and up. They're doing a lot of good things in that town these days.
Are they?
Yeah, compared to what the fuck it was. Absolutely. They're getting better.
Are they getting
You
a
know.
Chipotle and a Whataburger?
I think they
I am
got that
so
tax dollars
excited
there.
about that Whataburger. You have no idea. I passed it.
The Whataburger.
I purposely went to that McDonald's that I went to so that I could just check out the progress
Almost there.
of the
It's almost
Whataburger.
there.
Trying to see construction of my child over here.
No, seriously. And
It's almost
your
there.
Alana, she was in the car and she was like, "Oh yeah, my dad got food poisoning from Whataburger one time."
I did, yeah.
And,
Still so
and he's
I
still
did.
so excited about this, and he's so ready for it to be built. And I was like, "Listen,
Absolutely.
dude, I could be on my deathbed from
Man.
Whataburger, and I'd still be like, yeah, I'll take a patty melt as my last meal."
The patty melt, yeah.
Well, I got food poisoning from Chick-fil-A. I'm not going to stop eating Chick-fil-A, though. I fucking love Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A breakfast is good too, brother. Chicken minis. Chicken mini biscuits.
Their bowls.
So with the Whataburger, I work in Memphis. And we went the other day. She came with me on a day trip. And South Haven, Mississippi, there is a Whataburger.
I'm
And
really
we
mad
had
that they're
Whataburger
putting
the
them
other day.
everywhere. That was kind of like my Texas thing
It was delicious.
that I really liked. I was like, yeah, just keep it in Texas. They already pushed the Buc-ee's out. to other places. You know, like let's
Is it
keep
Rogers
Whataburger
that's getting a
Texas.
Jack in the Box?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm-
Is Jack in the Box like a Texas? Was that like a
No,
Texas?
it's West Coast.
West
Coast,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
it merged to Texas by the time my mom was like a teenager.
There's some in
'Cause
Louisiana.
she's a fucking
Southern Louisiana.
addicted. Fucking Jack
in the Box is so
tacos, bro.
nasty. Those little
They're
like
the nasty
99
crispy-
cents
little
for two.
meat pockets.
literally, I could go to Costco
Yeah.
and get an entire box of those and air fry them. They'd probably taste better than Jack in the Box.
I don't know,
Just
man. The
because,
grease is one of a kind. It's store specific.
It's
too.
the grease.
Crazy.
The grease is greasing.
I think they're disgusting. I think
They
they're
are.
absolutely disgusting.
They are.
But my
They are.
mom fucking loves them. Like fucking loves them. Anytime she's down in Texas at market and shit for the
I
shop.
like their
she's
breakfast. Their
just
little mini
100%.
pancakes. They're fucking delicious. At Jack in the Box.
Oh, I don't know if I've had Jack in the Box breakfast.
The curly
Whataburger
fries.
breakfast is killer though.
The curly fries at Jack in the Box.
Whataburger's
are
breakfast
A1.
on a bun.
Listen,
is absolutely out of this world.
highly suggest if y'all
Highly
go,
suggest
highly,
eating there. Highly.
not just eating there, like
Highly.
but if you get like if you want a mix of breakfast and just like a regular menu item, if you get the barbecue chicken strip sandwich and you put honey butter on it instead of the barbecue sauce, and it's like on the Texas toast, and it's just
Breakfast chicken sandwich.
t-shirt.
What was for me calling it the other day, baby, a slamage? I'm eating a slamage.
Yes.
Is it a sandwich when it's slamming?
I guess, man.
Yeah, I
Women's a
guess,
trip.
Has
It's a
anybody
slamage.
been out
A
to
peanut butter slamage.
Russellville and been to Taco John's?
Fuck.
Trash.
Anybody-
I went to college. I went to college in
Yeah, we're gonna get
Russellville.
up 2 things away down
Trash.
from Maddie's corner.
John's. I fucking man, all I want is potato olays and a churro. That's all I want.
You know they closed them down, right? Yeah, they're like done. My grandpa used to, because they had one right next to campus.
Was it the
And-
roaches?
Probably.
I
I mean,
love their churros.
no,
Easy go,
it's
Cruise Lady.
completely, all of the ones in Russellville are closed. My grandpa used to go there every day and get the like 60-cent senior drink with him and all his professor buddies. And like whatever.
Those potato olays were delicious. Oh my god, potato olays and churros. Oh my god, I love
Have
a
any
good
of y'all
churro.
ever had Del Taco?
Oh, Del Taco!
Mac?
Oh my god, I love Del Taco.
I can't say that I have.
Oh
Any
my
Del
god.
Taco? So they are another West Coast. When I lived in
Guys,
Round
that
Rock,
has to be in the commercial.
I got, oh my god, chili cheese fries and a taco.
When
That
I-
shit is lit.
when I lived in Round Rock, we had one for about 2 years, and then it closed because it was like too far off the beaten trail.
Yeah.
But the first time I had it was in Vegas, and they have it in the food court near the MGM when you go up the escalator, 24/7, dude. Del Taco at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning in
At
Vegas.
3
yeah,
o'clock in
fucked
the
up out of
fucking
line.
morning.
Beautiful.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This
Caitlin,
fight,
you good? You good over
I'm
there?
fucking
You all right?
starving, and my mouth is watering over chili cheese fries from Del Taco right now.
Fucking Delta.
I need
No, I haven't
food.
had that one, man. I'm trying to remember the name of the one that I ate in Oklahoma. They just had like the best.
Was it
potatoes.
Torchy's?
No. It was a
Del
cheap
Taco's
fucking.
got the free shabakadoo.
It was a cheap place.
It's from Del Taco. Sorry.
Fresh shabakadoo.
Free
was a vine.
Fresh
shabakadoo.
shabakadoo.
It's Del Taco.
Come on down to Del Taco. You get the
Free shabakadoo.
Jesus. Was that an actual commercial?
No, it was
No, it was a vine.
it was a vine.
Oh,
Free shabaka, dude.
look at that.
Free
Vine makes a
shabakadoo.
recurrence in this conversation.
It's so Autumn,
Yes.
your growing up years when
I
what
can't think of things that I wasn't allowed to do as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I wasn't supposed to do a lot of things, but I also like had
I
a
can
child
feel
at
that.
16.
I was so
I
out of
don't feel
place
that, but-
when I hit my first day of school in 3rd grade here in fucking Arkansas. I was wearing like some shorts and like a clear Tommy Hilfiger vest with a yellow Tommy Hilfiger shirt with some spiky ass blonde hair and a little bit of a northern accent. Yeah.
was
A lot
NSYNC
of
big
camo
at this time?
jackets on motherfucking a lot of camo jackets on campus, you know?
Was
I don't know, I guess
NSYNC
those
big at
jackets
this
was
time? I gotta know.
Man, I don't know. That was fucking 2001-ish.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably so.
Spiky blonde hair. Clear fucking like plastic Tommy Hilfiger vest. It was, yeah.
Like it smelled like
It was a
plastic and
short
everything.
sleeve yellow Tommy Hilfiger shirt.
Wait,
with the
I have a
big logo on
genuine
it.
question.
Yeah.
So with the blonde
Hold on.
spike
I
tips,
topped it off with some K-Swiss that were fresh as fuck.
Did you use the cap for like the blonde icy tips? Like the
At
the
that
pole
point,
cap?
actually, I'm pretty sure my whole head was like bright blonde. Mom loved the hair dye. It's a miracle I still got some. Yeah. Now, she did the cap with my brother when he was, I guess that would have been that year. He was in like 9th grade. Yeah, she bleached our hair before school, right before first day on it. Trey, I don't think it was that year, but maybe the year after. She tried to do just the tips, and it bled through. And so he had
That's
like
what she
the
said?
leopard cheetah print.
It can never be just the tip.
He had the leopard cheetah print pattern going, like
Jesus,
oh
that's
man,
bad.
speckled, and he had dark brown hair with these speckled blonde patches stuck through it. Yes.
Jesus.
Oh
That's
boy,
wild.
style was such a wasteland back in those days.
That's gross.
Oh,
We're making like a lawn chair couch.
I know.
What's crazy is we see
swings.
the trends that like our parents went through, like the 80s. It's like, oh God, what were they thinking?
Yeah.
And then now our kids are
Yeah.
gonna look back on like our high school years and be like, oh God, what were they thinking?
you
That was so
fucking you
stupid.
already don't. I look back on my shit. And I'm like, what the fuck,
That
man?
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That part.
I think my worst era was the gaucho pant era.
No, we've talked about this
I love
before.
gaucho
We have
pants.
talked
They're
about
so
this
comfy.
before. Gaucho pants are incredible. They are a staple. They
You
are
have
amazing.
struck a
I would
nerve,
still
man.
wear them now.
This is why.
Hey, listen, I'm new here, bro. I'm new. See, those are like yoga pants. Those aren't like the gaucho pants that like
Bro, the
went
gauchos
to your
used
like
to be like the Jinko
calves.
jeans of leggings.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Jinko jeans
Hey.
of leggings.
Y'all also have to keep in mind that I'm a solid like 7 to 10 year. No, not 10. Like a solid 7 years younger than you guys.
How old are you?
Yeah.
I'm 23.
Adam, how many years younger than her than you? Because she's 7 years younger
Well,
than me. Adam. She's 7 years younger than me.
She's 12 years younger than I am.
Yeah.
You're 23.
I'm 23.
You're just 5 years younger than me.
Wait, you're 25?
We're closer in age, yo.
You're 23, right?
23.
She's
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
I'll be 26,
23,
27 in
25,
May.
27, 30.
So with me going through that era, it was like the gaucho pants were getting stuck in the bike chains
Oh, yeah.
of like my pink sparkly bike while y'all were
Not
like
the
in
pink
high school
sparkly
wearing them.
bike.
And like
in
middle
middle
school,
school.
sorry, middle
was in
school and
middle
high
school.
school wearing the gaucho pants. Mine were getting stuck in the
know.
chains of my bike
Oh.
at 8 years old.
Oh.
So like it's a little different.
I remember whenever they came out with skinny jeans, and so we were all like, "Thank God we don't have to fucking wear bootleg fucking pants anymore and fucking flare leg pants."
I
You want to
love
know the
flare
shit that I wear now? Flares.
Flares.
Yeah, because I'm just like, you know what? I
Bell
have the
bottoms.
huge circulation.
bell bottoms.
I love
Oh,
my bell bottoms.
The bell
Let's say
bottoms.
I'm boot cut all day.
Oh, like the
obviously.
70s, like
Low wrestling
flare
fit boot cut, man.
pants.
Did you ever? Okay, and I hate asking this because this is so embarrassing. Did either of y'all ever wear the bootcut jeans with flip flops?
Yes.
No, never. Absolutely not.
I
No.
totally
We got
did.
both ends of the
No.
spectrum here.
Absolutely.
Yes. No. Never.
No.
Dude, I wear
So
flip-flops
the answer
whenever I
to that
can.
question tells
Yes,
me
you do.
what type of
Yes, you
people y'all
fucking
were in
do.
school. Like whether you did or didn't wear flip flops. That tells me like what clique you were associated
I
with. in
wore
high
all
school
kinds. I
and
wore my
middle
boots.
school.
I wore my flip flops. I wore my tennis shoes. I didn't give a fuck. Whatever I was feeling for
I
the
had
day.
no clicks at all. I was a floater, but I
That
did
part-
not wear fucking flip flops with bootleg jeans
I
or flare
definitely
jeans.
did, and I was
Absolutely
a
not.
flirter as well.
Listen, I was
I
just
did a
lazy.
little bit of everybody.
I was just fucking lazy. That's
No.
all.
That part, high five.
You know what's crazy is the culture shock between middle school and high school. High school,
Oh
you
my
can wear.
God.
Middle school, you
Yes.
couldn't wear flip flops. You had to wear like closed-toed shoes. All right, in Florida, we couldn't.
What are you considering middle school?
6th through 8th.
Okay, see,
We
in
could wear
Perryville,
sandals.
Sandals,
in
but
Perryville, 7th through 12th is all on the same campus.
You know, I
Like
had
it's
a
all the same. It's not a big campus either. They've done some growth recently,
I'm
but
still
no,
in
when I was there,
that.
it's not
What do you
huge.
mean?
But
Like,
it was
that's
7th through
still
12th all in
my
one
thing.
deal.
Ours was like that. We
So
had
dress code was like standardized across
I don't
those
like wearing
grades.
shoes.
me either. But I
But even then, I don't think we had a
Rather go
closed-toed shoe
barefoot.
rule. That's a fucking hell of a restriction. No closed-toed shoe or open-toed shoes. What the fuck? In Arkansas, man.
I'm old.
this is why I balance it on my tummy. You're old.
Fucking
Yeah,
please.
I know. It just hurts my back to have to lean forward.
Fuck.
Dang, bro.
You're not even that old. Jesus Christ.
I'm not even that old either, but
God,
bro,
we're
my
the ranking
knees
old
are
timers
like
in this room, aren't we?
92.
Listen, my back is turning 82 this year, and
Uh-huh.
I'm definitely feeling it.
My
Like
knees
I may
are
be
gonna
turning
be
24 this
replaced
year,
before
but my
40.
back is definitely turning 82.
I feel that.
I think my body works okay.
My knees are 92 years old.
Mine aches a lot.
Thank you. Yes, I
A
agree.
lot.
Particularly
I
when
also
it's
do-
cold.
I also do quite a bit of physical labor during the day.
Particularly when it's cold.
On
I
top of
still
like
can't feel my
12,000 fucking
toes.
steps a day with, lifting and loading all kinds of shit.
The fact that I can feel when it's about to rain in my knees just lets me know that just like how old my body is compared to like my actual physical honor
I
thing.
think
It's
mine.
not the years, it's the mileage.
I think mine is
Indiana
not
Jones
so
said
much
it
like
best.
Yeah.
like a
Not the
body
years,
part.
baby, it's
Mine
the
is just to
mileage.
have like so much like stress and strain and inflammation like everywhere constantly that I'm just like constantly like this. So I don't really have an area of pain.
Yeah,
It's just my whole body.
It's like, where do you hold stress at? Like, everywhere.
Everywhere.
I hold it everywhere.
You can just start here and just work your way down, and then you'll feel it through here, and then just keep going. Yeah, there too. Yep, all the way down.
Yep.
No, yeah.
So,
I know
like,
you're at my ankle.
The
Keep
first
going.
time I went to the chiropractor, when they hand you the picture of the skeleton and you're supposed to circle where you hurt, I circled the whole goddamn thing. And
Be
he was like,
specific.
"Are you for real?" And I was like, "Yes." Like, my body is fucked. Help.
Never had a chiropractor be like, show me where you're hurt on this piece of paper. Usually they take some x-rays and are like, so it looks like these are your problem areas. Does that line up with where you're fucking injured at?
It's like that courtroom doll. Show me where they touched you. Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Show us on the skeleton where you have the back aches and pains. I would just like look at it and then just hand him the sheet back and say, there, the whole thing, all of it.
The whole piece
Just
of paper.
the whole piece of paper, cover that. Yeah. Can you do
I feel
the
like if the
shoulders?
chiropractor like went anywhere near my spine, it would probably scare them. They'd be like, "Yo, are you good? Like,
You good, bro?
Are you good?
You solid?
You'd
You
be
straight?
amazed what a
I would be.
good
They would be
adjustment some
snapping me in
stretching
half
would
like a
do for you.
freaking pretzel, like for days, and nothing would happen. It would just be constant.
I went to the chiropractor after I had Remy, and something I just felt wrong ever since giving birth. And then I went back, and it had been, I wasn't able to get in to see the chiropractor for like 4 months. So I was in like chronic pain. Like, so I could barely even like bend over to pick him up out of his crib. And the first time that I went to a chiropractor, and he like put me on that machine thing, and he like popped
The
my
rolling
whole,
table?
Yes.
Or no? Yeah.
He like almost popped my whole back. He was like, there's a lot of tension here. I don't know if we're going to be able to relieve this. You know, it's going to take a little while. No, like my whole spine popped from the top
Oh, yeah, they're
all the way
fantastic.
to the bottom. I was fine after that.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
I've been to the chiropractor several times. I think my first time was like 16, 17.
I've never been to a chiropractor.
Bro, they're great. It's just, I can't keep up with that many fucking appointments. Especially
know,
with my
yeah.
shit. They want to do like, oh, we need you this long. This
Then the
time I'm like,
copay.
bro.
Like $35 a fucking
not super
visit.
cheap.
Yeah,
Nope.
no.
No, but I used to go all the time. All the fucking time. It was great.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of that conversation was
Well-
actually caught. So like,
All of it,
ew,
probably.
Tyler.
Basically, there's people that they believe that there's a whole bunch of trauma that is, trauma or depression or anxiety or anything else that stores in your body. Like that stores as inflammation, it stores as tension, it stores as tightness and rigidity. And so there's this big movement about like emotional trauma as well, and how that would store in the hips as well, especially for women. So if you've got like a lot of trauma or a lot of stress or tension around like sexy or reproductive organs or like just period shit. And so actually like unbuckling your hips, like I'm not super well versed in this either, but there's supposed to be like stretches where you can like I think there's one where you can lay on your back on a table and you lay with so like
Does
you
it
take
have
your,
to be an elevated surface?
Yes, because you take your leg, and so like you would take your right leg and you would like just kind of open it out and just let it fall to the side of the table. So you're laying on your back, you got this other leg straight, and the rest of your body is being supported by the table, and then you just kind of lay your leg off, and it like is supposed to like, I don't know.
Well, I just popped my
I
hip,
don't know.
so I mean,
I'm looking it up now.
It was like a couple weeks ago, and I was leaning over to grab something off the couch, and my fucking hip just. I was like, good pop, bad pop. We okay? And I was like, I don't know yet. Let me stand up and see. Like, is it out or in? Are we all right? What's going on? Because man, my hips are fucked.
I can actually pop. You ever popped like your sternum? Like your solar plex?
Yes,
It feels so
it feels
fucking good.
so good.
And not everybody can do it.
I've never.
And I'll get on certain spurs where I can do it kind of like on command every so often, and then all of a sudden nothing.
Yeah.
I'm right there.
It's weird.
That's
yeah,
what I'm
like solar plex.
painful.
Like
Yeah.
that doesn't seem like something that should be popped to me. I
That's
don't
like
know.
popping toes, man. I gotta be real hard up to pop a toe.
Oh no! See, I can pop my fingers and
I
toes
didn't
all
wanna-
day long.
No,
I didn't wanna pop
I
my
can
toes
pop
for a
them. I
long
just don't like
time.
popping my toes. That's a
Oh,
rough one. But the fucking fingers, they are.
constantly.
God, yeah, that's a.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
fucking,
you just Then you get
Oh
the.
no, I
you
can
can just see with toes.
neck,
I can just kind
elbow,
of twist.
knee, hip. Oh, dude, ask Adam about me waking up in the morning and doing my morning stretch. He's like,
It sounds like she's dying.
and my
Like,
whole body's
tornado
just like,
noises.
crack, crack,
Tornado
no,
noises right there.
no, it's like, did Arnold Schwarzenegger come in and fucking break her neck or what? You know, it's crazy.
That probably would have been quieter.
You probably would have been. Yeah.
Get to the chopper.
15 minutes to land.